Have you thought that every country in the world is like a book full of hundreds of pages? And so staying in only one place is just like reading one page of the whole story. Friends, the book, or well, the place that we are going to talk about today is Turkey. And as a backstory, you should probably know that by now I've been traveling 5 months in this country. Driven about 15,000 kilometers to see this place from every possible way, and from its kind and loving people to delicious food and incredible landscapes. I really thought I knew this place, but just like most good books, Turkey is full of twists and turns, and so today I want to show you 3 incredible places that I never knew existed, and I'm sure 99% of all the tourists that visit Turkey don't know they even exist. And well, one of them is a place where flowers are worth as much as gold. The other one really feels more like a fairy tale than real life. And the third one, well, it has the best chefs in a country who are brave enough to feed Vikings with a spoon. I honestly don't know why he was doing this. Do I really look so incompetent that... Oh, he's doing it again. Well, but at least I didn't seem to mind it. Our first story about the expensive flowers starts in a place where we left off last time. Burj Al Babas, the incredibly weird ghost town that has over 500 abandoned castles.
Scared, let's leave, thank you.
As soon as we left this place, both me and Liisu felt that we needed to know how more authentic towns in this part of the country look like. And suddenly we remembered that the high schoolers we had met a week ago had told us that the most amazing town in this area is Safranbolu. Supposedly hundreds of years ago they used to lift rocks and wood onto each other in an interesting way, and now the whole place is protected or something. While driving towards that pretty town, we noticed that Turkish people are not only rich in culture, but also seem to have a lot of money.
We even found a Turkish Tesla.
I hope they all run on clean energy, since half of the people seem to be driving those Teslas. But before we could ask where do they charge them, we had made it to our destination. This town looked like nothing we had seen before in Turkey. And pretty much the whole place is listed as a UNESCO heritage site. It feels like a time capsule. Cobblestone streets and all the houses here are made in the Ottoman era. But the architecture is not what made this place famous years ago. The climate of this town is perfect for growing crocus flowers. And from them, one of the most expensive spices in the whole world is harvested. It takes 160 plants to make 1 gram of saffron. This spice has been used for a millennia. It's added to various foods and is also part of traditional medicine with incredible healing powers. 1 gram of this stuff costs about 50 euros. Saffron and Lokum Museum. We were also able to taste few products made out of it. Saffron cream. By the taste of it, I think it was meant to be rubbed on your hands. Tastes a little bit like soap. Saffron lokum and tea tasted much better. It was sweet and had a slight flowery taste. And together with Turkish lokum, it felt like a full meal. Yet little did we know that this here would just be a preparation to the food experience that was waiting for us in our next stop. So just like this, we left Saffron behind and headed back towards our van. Funny to say, but we really left Saffron behind, as our next destination, instead of Safranbolu, was called Polo. We had read that Polo is supposed to have the best chefs in the whole country. It sounded a little bit weird at first, but as we went deeper, it turns out that for centuries, cooks and chefs from Bolu have worked in the kitchens of Ottoman rulers. And to this day, such traditions are kept alive. Being a chef is the most popular profession of this region, and even young people follow this tradition today. It was clear to us that we had to have lunch in this town. We found a small little place with only about 6 tables in the whole restaurant, yet the reviews online were incredible. As our Turkish is not very good, the chef used Google Translate to tell us that he's gonna take care of us. And so, we trusted ourselves into his hands. First, 2 soups. One of them belonged to some sultan. The other?
Beykoz et paça.
Beykoz
Beykoz et paça.
I'll be honest with you, I could never have ordered the other, since the name was so difficult to pronounce. The taste of the soups were amazing. Well spiced and full of taste. And then suddenly, the chef arrived with more plates that we could count. As we were still shocked by the sight of the food itself, the chef suddenly started spoon feeding us. Not sure if it was because how we looked. Oh, here he goes again. Or was it because I looked so wild that he was afraid I would use my fingers? Does anybody know if it's some sort of a tradition that the chef feeds you, or how does it work? But all jokes aside, I really seem to be enjoying it. Like really, that's my in love face. And Liisu even said that I should look at her more often like this. The food was simply extraordinary. The meat was breaking off the bone, and the luscious flavors on various plates fitted together perfectly. We ate so much that we almost exploded. I can't believe we finished it all. And still, before we could leave, the chef gave us a dessert on the house. And while eating it, our only thought was that if you say, "I am totally full and can't eat any more," in Turkey, it really must mean something different, because after saying this, they will always bring you more food. When leaving the restaurant, it was clear to us that some stereotypes really are true. The chefs in Bolu are amazing. As we were driving out of the city towards one of the most magical places in the whole country, I could not help but wonder. Turkish people say that the best food comes from the east, from Gaziantep and Hatay. Yet, the best chefs are from Bolu. But wouldn't it be smart to take the chefs from Bolu and send them to the east to create an area with the best food in the whole world? Even the thought of that just makes me gain weight. For many tourists who have ever been to Turkey, it's the land of eternal summer. It always seems to be warm, and the sea on the southern part of Anatolian Peninsula is always blue. But our next stop is the proof of diversity of this land. The place is called Yedigöller, translating into 7 lakes. It's a national park with some of the most beautiful forests in Turkey. Wild animals like wolves and bears still roam these woods. And by pure luck, we visited Yedigöller during the best time possible, in autumn. All the trees here start preparing for winter. They turn yellow and brown, and the sight of this display is truly out of a fairy tale. It's like the last act of the show, where every performer gives their all, before the long silence takes over and the cold winter months follow. We felt grateful and privileged to have been able to see these parts of Turkey, to read the pages of this country's story that many tourists never knew existed and are mostly preserved for locals. Even here. Friends, I really hope that you enjoyed this adventure as much as we did making it. once again this country showed us a part of itself that we didn't know it existed. It taught us new things about its culture. And I just have to say it, if you haven't made your plans for the next weekend, just head to Yedigöller straight away. It's incredible at the moment. But for us, Türkiye really feels like a good book. With every page we read, with every new place we see, we just feel like we would like more and more. We just want to keep on reading. And so in the next video we want to show you what is the favorite chapter, the favorite place for locals in this country. Without joking, we have received hundreds of comments on our YouTube videos that we have to go to the Black Sea region. And of course, we're gonna listen to your advice and see for ourselves why this part of Türkiye is so special. Until then, you can go ahead and check out this playlist here to see our whole journey from Estonia to Japan so far. And we will see you next time, my friends. Bye.